Dr. Peter Breggen is my guest today. Kids taking Ritalin, taking all these drugs for ADD and ADHD. Should they not be taking these drugs?
I don't think we should drug our children when we need to educate them, discipline them, love them, and raise them. The growing brain should not be bathed in toxic substances. Ritalin stunts, all the stimulants stunt growth, cause obsessive behaviors, suppress the spontaneity of the child. Many of these children get very depressed on these drugs.
But if some parents say, if my child wasn't on Ritalin, he wouldn't be studying, he wouldn't be focusing, he wouldn't be doing well in school, he would be failing.
Scientifically, there's no evidence that these drugs help with academic performance. I mean, think about it. Disrupting the brain with the same drugs that kids use on the street.
But anecdotally, don't the parents live with these children? Don't they see a change in behavior?
Well, there is a change. If you give these drugs to a chimpanzee, the same change takes place. The kids become less spontaneous, they become less social, they become less interactive, they are willing to do boring, very dull things, they even become obsessive about doing things. It's a harm to the brain that makes the child look better.
All right. Beverly in Plant City, your turn.
My son has a rare medical syndrome. It's LMBBS syndrome, and he was put on Taxol and Cymbalta, Lamictal, Wellbutrin, and in November he had acute kidney failure, so they took him off of all medications, and then when they did put him back on medications, they put him on Taxol alone, and he started opening the car door.
Opening the car door?
To jump out.
While it was going.
Jump out, yeah.
How old was your child when he first started being put on these medications?
Well, he's 33 years old now, so you know what I mean. He's been an older person, but I just want people to know that they will do this.
That does happen. People get disinhibited, it's called. They lose control over themselves and do bizarre and dangerous things. Paxil, probably the worst offender of all. Many of the cases in medication madness are about Paxil, but really every category of drug can have a similar effect.
Okay, want to spend a couple of minutes left. If not medication, what?
We need to re-empower human beings to take charge of their lives. It's easiest to see with children. If your child's out of control, your child needs discipline. You, the parent, need a parenting class. You may need some family counseling. Maybe read some good books on parenting. Out-of-control behavior in children, I mean, this is really a brilliant deduction, isn't it? Has to do with lack of discipline. And the most common cause is confused disciplinary principles in the family.
And so for adults, you believe family counseling or individual counseling for depression is better than taking the drugs?
Well, everything is better than taking drugs for depression. Depression is loss of hope. Religion, sports, exercise, love, romance, all of the things that make up life, finding the courage to live again, finding the strength to live again. Counseling can be very helpful for that, providing the counselor doesn't send you for Paxil as well.
Wow. You must have gotten a blowback somewhere from the pharmaceutical industry or the American Medical Association, because you're saying everything counter to what is going on in our culture today.
Yes, it's very, very risky to take the positions I take. And that's why you don't see more doctors doing what I'm doing. It's not because the science isn't with me. The science is with me, but the power and the money, we're talking billions of dollars, is with the pharmaceutical companies, the AMA, the American Psychiatric Association, the National Institute of Mental Health, what I call the psychopharmaceutical complex.
The book is Medication Madness. Dr. Peter Breggen, his new website is breggen.com. It's a fascinating, controversial point of view. It's been a pleasure having you, Dr. Breggen.
Pleasure.
Good luck to you. Book Medication Madness. Have a great afternoon, everyone.